What's going on? All thanks for tuning in once again. Let's talk heavyweight boxing. So Wilder versus Zhang. It's official. Um, Winner gets a shot at Parker, in my opinion. I mean, Zhang was mandatory for that. He had the rematch clause. So I mean, Wilder's got a good opportunity here. Coming off a loss, both guys coming off a loss to Parker. So I mean, the fight definitely makes sense. Um, and both guys are similar in the sense of they both punch really hard. Zhang is more surgical, better mover, definitely better boxer on the inside, where Wilder has better stamina. Um, and we saw that, that's confirmed. We saw that with Herkovic, we saw that with obviously Parker. Zhang just doesn't throw punches, in those later rounds. I mean, and in the logical sense of if Wilder lasts till round 6, round 7, you would think that he would knock out Zhang. But the thing here is that Wilder's not really a guy that's going to win on points. So I mean, whether he knocks him out in the later rounds or the earlier rounds, it's not going to really make a difference. If Zhang's winning the fight, um, after 6 rounds, then I believe Zhang can, just get away with throwing a couple of punches. When Zhang fought Parker, that was different because Parker was in the fight. After 8 rounds, he was in the fight. Where Wilder tends to give up a lot of rounds, or like I said, doesn't really box as well as others. Obviously he's got a great right hand. He's basically a knockout artist. That's what he is. That's what Wilder does. Zhang, on the other hand, he does know how to box. He does know how to box well on the inside. He's also quite good on defense as well. His problem with Parker was that, he just couldn't catch him. And I think that one of the main reasons why he couldn't catch him was obviously his stamina, but I think it was the body punches that Parker was throwing. So I think Wilder in this fight definitely needs to go for the body. He cannot afford to get pinned on the ropes, to be on the ropes or on the corner against Zhang. He just can't. We've seen Parker land on him while he was in the corner. Obviously, we've seen Fury knock him out on the ropes. When he's on the ropes in the corner, it's very bad for Wilder because he can't box well on the inside. He can tie you up, but after that, he's going to get broken down. He stands upright a lot, so it doesn't really give him much space to move away from the corner. So, I mean, Wilder needs to definitely stay off the ropes. A lot of people are saying, hey, Wilder needs to come forward. Not necessarily, in my opinion, Wilder, it's hard for him to come forward against a guy like Zhang, because Zhang, he's just going to come forward regardless. That's what he does, especially in the first half of the fight. He's going to come forward where Wilder, people have learned that that's his kryptonite. That's how he loses his fights, when he's under pressure, when he's on the back foot. He can't really box well on the back foot. He can't move on the back foot well. Very vulnerable. So I mean, it's a dangerous fight for both. You've got to say that winner goes for, loser hangs up the gloves, in my opinion. I mean, both guys, they're not going to be able to beat guys like the Usyks and the Furies by outboxing them. That's a fact. So I mean, it's definitely going to come down to who can be the last power puncher in the division. The guy that's going to be able to make the upsets against the Usyks and the Furies, by knockout. Both guys aren't really combination punches as well. They throw in singles, 1-2 combination. They don't really throw it in 3, 4s, and 5s. They really back themselves on their money shot. Which is, in Zhang's case, he's got 2 of them, which is the sweeping right and the straight left. And obviously, Wilder has the straight right hand, which works a lot of the time. And the thing is why the thing is that I think in the Parker fight with Wilder, he just couldn't land it flush. That's it. He just couldn't land it flush. But we're going to find out in this fight against Zhang. Can Zhang take the punch? Tyson Fury said the reason why he could take the punch is because he's a heavy guy. Zhang, I believe he weighs in at 270, around that mark. That's his natural weight. So, can he take a punch from Wilder? That's going to be a big question in this fight, because if Wilder can land a straight flush shot, that may be it. We know that Wilder does have a lot of heart. We do know that Parker did get up from a Zhang shot. We do know that, Herkovic got up from a sweeping right from Zhang. But it's really rare that you see, guys survive the fight after getting knocked out from Wilder, besides Fury. Wilder's knocked out every opponent that he's fought, except for Parker. So, I definitely like the fight. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, Zhang's going to take him out fast. It just depends. If Wilder can stay away from the ropes and target the body, what he was doing in the Parker fight was, he was circling around Parker, which we don't normally see from Wilder. We normally see him come forward. I think he's going to do the same with Zhang, circle around. But this time he needs to land some body shots. He needs to let the jab go. He needs to be more busier. With Zhang, we saw him waiting to counter Parker, because Parker is, combination puncher, the complete opposite of these guys. So, Zhang, he's going to have to initiate the attack. So he's going to have to initiate the attack in this fight to keep the pressure on Wilder. He can't really afford to try to counter Wilder, because if it doesn't work, Wilder may just land that right hand. And, if Zhang's not moving all the time and throwing all the time, that gives Wilder more of an opportunity to land that one punch. Again, if Zhang can take the punch, we know that Zhang's going to win the fight, because he is a better boxer than Wilder. The only question is that what does happen after 6 rounds? Will Zhang be tired? Will it last till 6 rounds? If Zhang is tired, then we know that Wilder's going to knock him out, because he's got more stamina. So, it really is a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. Both guys at the stage of the career where, they're in doubt of whether they can compete at a high level, because of the losses that they took to Parker. Both guys lost, badly to Parker because of the lack of hunger. In Zhang's case, I just think he had nothing in the tank. In Wilder's case, his timing was completely off. So, this is the make or break fight here. I like this fight a lot. I'm going to say I've got to favour Zhang. I think that Zhang, after within 6 rounds, he can put away Wilder because of the timing being off, because he's got problems, not being able to get away from the corner, still, unsure if you can, get out of the danger zone. I think that's a big problem for Wilder. In Zhang's case, if he can't take a Wilder right hand, then he's in trouble. So, I'm going to say that Zhang's going to be able to avoid that right hand and end Wilder within 6 rounds. But if it goes past 6, I'm going to pick Wilder by KO. So, 50-50 fight. I do lean towards the Zhang play, but I wouldn't be surprised if Wilder gets the knockout. That's my take anyway. Leave yours. Look forward to the comments, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.